I'm not, because, Skip, I think we're seeing more athletes being open and honest with themselves when it comes to dealing with these mental issues. Now, I'm not saying Paul has mental issues, but he admitted that playing in the bubble, it doesn't even seem like it's the playoffs. Because, Skip, you know, the playoffs, the intensity, the crowd, and your height, you're like, woo, and everybody's going. It's like, but now you can hear everything being said from every bench. You can hear every call, and it's like, it doesn't even feel like that. And he admitted that he let the criticism that was being spewed at him on social media, he let it get the best of it.
And he did.
And thanks to his friends and his loved ones and family members that believe in Paul, that he was able to rebound. Doc talked about it in his presser, that Paul came up to his room after the game and they talked about the game. Obviously, talked about basketball, but they talked about a lot of other things other than basketball. And I think that's what makes Doc so good, Skip. Doc, you know, having played the game, being a father of an NBA player, Doc understands what goes on sometimes in the minds of these athletes. But for Paul to admit that, kudos to him. Because a lot of times, Skip, people look at athletes as being superhuman. Like nothing affects them, Skip. Like, oh, man, you got all this money, you got this talent, you can do things that only people wish they could do. But you're human. You have emotions. Being great at something does not exempt you from some of the problems that go on in a normal person's life. And Paul George basically said, I was in a dark place. And some of the things that was being said, it affected me. I allowed it to affect me. But I'm back now. And I understand that this is the situation that we're in, Skip. They're not going to bring fans. I guess in the second round, Skip, they'll start letting some family members come into the bubble. But there are not going to be 15,000 people in the stand. They're not going to even be probably 1,000 people in the stands. And you're going to have to accept that. But for Paul to admit that the bubble has started to get in the best, and Skip, we heard LeBron say it's different. Skip, we're so routine. You you even more routine than me. You get up at the same time. You do the exact same thing.
I do.
You get here at the exact same time every single day. So I can imagine you having to be in a bubble, having to do this show. You lose, you like.
No, I would adapt to it.
I'm saying.
I would set up a new routine that would work in the bubble, and then I would be driven on that routine.
But it's so different for these guys. It's something that, you know, I think Paul's been in the league, 10, 11 years? And he's like, maybe not that long, but he's like, man, this is different. But kudos to him for opening it up and making himself seem vulnerable. Because sometimes people don't like vulnerabilities, and he exposed his.
For the best stories, easy-to-find scores, and comprehensive team pages, plus access to every live Fox Sports game and exclusive bonus cameras, download the all-new Fox Sports app now.